Okay, so now it's time for my 2 beef, 2 bean chili. And this isn't any chili. This is chili on a whole new level. So my husband says that he doesn't really like chili, but then when he sees what goes into my chili, he definitely enjoys it. So going into this today isn't just the regular minced beef. We've got prime fillet steak going into this as well. And that's what makes this extra special, coupled with an extra bean added in as well. So to start off, we're just going to heat some olive oil in this pan and put it on a fairly high heat. We just want them to get softened. So the olive oil's going in, and then to that I'm going to add a diced white onion. This will need to cook down for about 6 or 7 minutes, just until it's nice and softened, and then we can get on with cooking the rest. Okay, so our onions are lovely and soft now, so it's time to add in our minced beef. This is around 400 grams of lean minced beef. That's just going to go straight in. And then I'm going to break it up in the pan so that it cooks evenly all over and quicker. I always like to cook the beef before I add any of the spices, because that way I can make sure it's cooked through. I think once you add the spices, it's very difficult to tell because they colour the mixture. So this way I can make sure it gets lots of lovely colour and it browns completely before I add anything else. Okay, so our onions are soft. Our mincemeat is browned completely, so it's time to start adding the rest of the ingredients. So now I'm going to add in some of our spices. So I'm going to add in some chili. Now, the thing with chili is my family don't really like really spicy food, so you can kind of control the heat when you're making it yourself. So I'm just going to use a mild chili. I'm going to also put in oregano, cumin and paprika, some salt and pepper. So that's all going to go in here now, these gorgeous spices. And then I'm just going to add in some salt and some pepper. Season it really well. I'm just going to give that a stir. Get all those lovely spices coating every single thing in the pan. Then I'm going to add in around 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. Which gives a real intense tomatoey rich flavour. And I'm going to give that a mix. Okay, and then once everything's coated with that, I'm going to add in, this is 800 grams of chopped tinned tomatoes. So either 2 smaller tins or, like I've got, 1 large tin. And that's going to go straight in. I'm just going to give that a stir. And then now I'm going to add in the beans. So I've got the regular kidney beans here that you would normally have in chili, and I've also added in cannellini beans just to give it an extra dimension, and I think it works really well. So I'm going to pop our beans straight in. These are rinsed, drained and rinsed. I'm going to give that a stir. And I'm just going to add a little bit of extra water, which you can just do if you need, at this point or throughout the cooking. So now I'm going to bring that up to a boil and then simmer it for around 20 minutes. And then before the end of the cooking, we're going to add our fillet steak. Okay, so our chilli is cooking away nicely, and now time to get to the fillet steak. So I'm just going to season it really well with salt and pepper. And then I've just got some olive oil heating here in this pan over a fairly high heat. So all I want to do is I'm going to brown this fillet steak on all sides before we add it into our chilli. Okay, so our fillet steak is brown on all sides and it's looking amazing. So now I'm just going to add that into our chilli, the last 5-6 minutes of cooking. So we're just going to mix this in so that they take on all the flavours of this delicious chilli. And just let them finish cooking through for the last few minutes. Okay, so time to serve up some of our chilli. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of sour cream. And there's my 2 bean, 2 beef chilli.